What up? It's your boy King 89 and I'm back with another episode of the 89 Cast. And today, gotta talk about y'all bitch ass niggas, man. We gotta talk about y'all bitch ass niggas. Why in the actual fuck is y'all incel, manosphere, red pill, soft ass niggas harassing Meg the fucking Stallion? If you just ain't been tapped in to the fuckery of the internet, Meg the Stallion came out on her story and talked about how, she's done with Klay, and apparently he cheated on her, and he's talking about he don't think he can be monogamous. This not being his first time cheating on a woman, specifically a black woman. And all of a sudden, it has become the fucking 4th of July, the fucking New Year's Eve, Christmas, the NBA Finals. It's become the Super Bowl for you incel, manosphere niggas. Y'all are celebrating. Y'all talking about some fuck Meg. She deserves the worst. That's what she get. I don't even want to say that shit. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? This woman is going through possible heartbreak. She thought she done as a successful artist in 2026, 2025, where successful artist is a rarity unless you done already been established for 10 years. She done brought herself down to be almost this housewife for this nigga, cooking for his family and shit. You done got a boat and named it after her, just for you to go fucking cheat on her, and then all of a sudden you become the victim. You see how this shit work? How weird y'all weirdo niggas work? Y'all weird niggas decided to center yourselves, center men, and make it a celebration of victory for yourselves. First of all, why the fuck y'all care so much about other people's business? Why? That's the first thing. Second thing, why the fuck do y'all like living vicariously through other men? Is y'all like, well, I'm pretty sure it is because of the way that y'all behave. But your life being as miserable as it is does not mean you have to force yourself to live vicariously through other weird ass miserable niggas. Y'all making memes, y'all making jokes. Stephen A. ass want to talk about Klay's achievements and how she was wrong as if she didn't get cheated on. You talking about he's a future Hall of Famer. He's a great basketball player, and she shouldn't have came out and exposed him like that. Stephen A., shut your bitch ass up. Like, please, every time you talk, every time you open your fucking mouth, you say the dumbest shit ever. Every single time. Stick to fucking sports. Why all of a sudden you want to jump into having cultural conversations when you've never been the cultural conversation person to begin with? Stick to fucking sports. Just like you wanted to jump in politics, even though you obviously know nothing about fucking politics. You're a fucking sports. Stay being a sports. Stop talking about anything else. But you know that you can manipulate the manosphere. You can manipulate the other fellow. You can manipulate the people that love capitalism. You can manipulate the people that love white supremacy and don't want to admit to racism and want to underplay shit. You know you can make so much money off of them, so you cater to them, and you make yourself look fucking stupid. You ruin your own value. Even though I'm pretty sure it doesn't ruin your value because this is just how America is. America's looking for niggas like you, but I can never be that. And I can't fuck with niggas that can ever be like you, Stephen A. You's a bitch. You's a bitch ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? This is misogynoir. When we talk about misogynoir, when we talk about the hatred of black women, when we say that black women are the most oppressed people in America, this is the exact shit that we're talking about. This exact thing is what we talking about. What Aiden Ross bitch ass tried to do to Doechii is exactly what we be talking about. The narrative that y'all try to push about Sexy Red is the bullshit that we be trying to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? The narrative that y'all try to push about Michelle Obama, the narratives y'all try to push about who else? The list goes on. Venus Williams, Serena Williams. Anytime conversation comes or talks about black women, specifically dark-skinned black women, y'all just always got to get y'all shit. Y'all always got to shit on them. Y'all always got to tear them down. Always. Even though Beyonce doesn't qualify as a dark-skinned black woman, some of y'all that try to tear Beyonce down and start conspiracies about Beyonce or start conspiracies about Rihanna or how y'all just automatically assume that when a black woman is successful, she must be fucking somebody. Shout out to the black women, by the way. The most educated group of people or the most educated demographic in the country. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to them. The most underappreciated people in the country. You understand what I'm saying? Like, shout out to y'all. Y'all hate black women, your sisters, your cousins, your moms, your grandma, your auntie, more than you hate your fucking oppressor. More than you hate the man that's stopping you from living a peaceful life. More than the person that'll gun you down in the street and shoot you in your fucking head. You hate black women more than them people. You hate black women more than the people that decide to underpay you. You hate black women more than the people that tell you that you're a criminal, and until you assimilate yourself to whiteness, even though when you assimilate yourself to whiteness, it doesn't matter because you're still a fucking nigga because you can't change your fucking skin complexion. Y'all be dance around as if that's going to get you somewhere. At the end of the day, you still black unless you fucking bleach your skin and make and use the fucking Men in Black thing to make people forget that you was black that you was black before. You gonna always be black. No matter what you do, you gonna be black. And y'all hate black women more than the people that set up this system, that set up the capitalism, that set up segregation, that set up slavery, that set up all these fucking things to tear you down, to tear your mama down, to tear your daddy down, to put people in jail, to put innocent people in jail, shall I say, innocent black people in jail, that put you in poor communities, that fucked up your communities, that made you have a bad education or a less than standard education. You hate black women, the people that motivated you, that pushed you, that gave birth to you, raised you, and pushed you through the system that despite its trials and tribulations, despite the struggles that it takes to be a black man, black women carried you to the promised land, brought you to adulthood, whether it was your mom, whether it was your grandma, whether it was your big sister, your little sister, your cousins, no matter what it was, when black women brought you into this world of white supremacy, and this world of capitalism, and this world of patriarchy, and made you the grown ass fucking man that you are, and you hate them for it. Now, I can't speak on the specificities of how your relationship with your mom could be, because a lot of this has to do with niggas hating their moms, or having bad relationship with their moms, or having bad relationships with they exes. Maybe they dated a black girl and they tried to get some fuck shit off and she didn't go for it, or whatever like that. A lot of this has to do with stuff that go on in your past, carrying bitterness. You understand what I'm saying? Being a fucking loser usually has to do with being a loser, and you're not, and they're gonna call you out on being a loser, while every other race or woman isn't gonna call you a loser because you're a loser to black people. You could if you're a loser to black people, you can be acceptable to white people. You can be acceptable to maybe the Spanish community, maybe. You can be acceptable maybe to the Asian community. So you so bitter about you being a loser, you being a fuck nigga by your own people, instead of like figuring out what it is that make people be like, oh yeah, we can't fuck with you. Your anti-blackness, we can't fuck with you. Your misogyny, your sensitivity. You understand what I'm saying? Your insecurities, these things that make you damaging to the community, damaging to our freedom. Because that's the thing, we could never be free with y'all, as long as y'all niggas is around. We could never be free. Y'all the ones stopping us for freedom. Y'all still bitter because a black man got held accountable for something that's been a rising issue for a long ass time. Some of y'all are still upset that Tory Lanez is sitting in jail because he shot fucking Meg-Klay Stallion. Because he got held accountable for something that he did, all of a sudden it's the woman's fault. And I've got to tear this woman down. I remember a few years ago, Meg-Klay Stallion, I don't know if she put it on Twitter or if she was in an interview or whatever like that, and she was talking about how much, even she wrote in her last album, she put it in some of her songs where she was talking about how like she had suicidal thoughts, how depressed she was because of the harassment of the people on the internet and the trauma that she got from being shot and all the news stories and the court cases and all these things like that, all the stuff she had to go through, losing her parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember Meg-Klay Stallion openly talking about this, and what did y'all do? Y'all bullied her. Y'all told her that she was lying and she was playing victim and that she should be in jail for lying on Tory Lanez, even though she didn't. Because y'all had this belief that she lied on Tory Lanez, but the evidence says otherwise. The evidence says he had a gun. The evidence says a gun was fired in his possession. The evidence says that she was shot. The evidence, like, because you can't take somebody lying if evidence proves otherwise. Now you can say, oh, maybe he didn't have the gun, but the fact of the matter is, when you look at his charges, he was in possession of a firearm that went off and shot somebody. Did he purposely shoot her? We can't talk about intent. But can we say that the possibility that him who had gun residue on him that have, y'all don't know what inconclusive means. Inconclusive means that there's so much other fingerprints on here that we can't say for 100% that it was only him that held the gun. So inconclusive does not mean that his evidence wasn't on the gun. Inconclusive means there was probably his fingerprints, Kelsey's fingerprints, and probably other fingerprints, plus fibers and things that can fuck up how the DNA results come. But that does not mean his fingerprints wasn't on the gun. So you have gun residue on him, fingerprints, his fingerprints probably on the gun, or it being inconclusive, him calling Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey apologizing for what he did and that he was so drunk that he didn't know what he was doing. People saying they saw a little man hopping out of a car and a flash coming out of it. And then they proceeded to kick and punch on the woman that got shot and dragged her into the car and drove off. So where did she lie? Did she lie when she said that she was having sexual relations on a public platform when what was that? Gayle King said, did you sleep with Tory? And she said, no. Did she lie? Yeah. But was that her fucking business? You understand what I'm saying? Was that her fucking business on a public platform for her to talk about her sexual relations? But only black women have to talk about who they're having sex with publicly. That's only levied against them. Ain't nobody asking Sabrina Carpenter who she fucking. Ain't nobody asking Sydney Sweeney who she fucking on public platforms. Nobody's doing that, but because it's Meg Thee Stallion, because it's a black woman, it's happening. But anyways, y'all are so stuck on this idea that he should be free, that she lied on him, and that she should be the one that's in jail for doing this and for doing that. Y'all need to give me evidence that she lied. Y'all need to give me evidence that he did not do what he is being accused of doing. Because all the evidence, if we're going off of evidence, if we're going off of proof, it points to him. But y'all are so butthurt that a man was being held accountable for his action, something that has been a rising issue in America. It's not like a black man shooting a black woman, abusing a black woman, attacking a black woman is a thing that could never happen. This is a constant thing, and it's been growing over and over and over again. Our black women have been getting, there is a femicide going on. A femicide. I'm gonna put up here somewhere the article that I saw where it just talked about all these black women that are just disappearing, getting killed, getting just shit just happening to them. This is a constant thing going on, and it keeps being by the hand of black men. And for the past couple weeks, I've gone on my Instagram story, if you're not seeing it, and I've talked about how we need to do better. We need to do better, and y'all take this protect women, protect black women. Y'all take this as an insult. Y'all take this as an insult because y'all bitch ass niggas and y'all don't know how to protect yourselves. Better, let alone protect a woman. So when somebody tells you, hey, we need to protect black women, y'all get offended. Why should we protect black women? Why should we do this and that? Because that is our duty as men. Guess what? Even though there's misogyny that exists in the white folks' side, they will still protect. It's a white man will still protect a white woman. At the end of the day, despite the misogyny, despite the fact that white men are some of the most vile, vicious motherfuckers in American history, at the end of the day, they still going to protect their women. At the end of the day, Spanish people still going to protect their women, despite the misogyny that exists there. Because misogyny exists across all cultures. But at the end of the day, they still going to protect their women. And I'm not saying no black man protects black women. But for us to act like it's an insult, for you to do your duty as a man, because you're going to protect your wife, even though she might be Asian or whatever the fuck. Protect women. That was the rules of the streets back in the day. Protect women, protect children. That's what makes you a man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what makes you a man, is making sure that the people around you, the people that may not be able to fend for themselves, are protected. And y'all take that as a fucking insult because y'all soft and y'all could barely protect yourselves, let alone protect someone else. So now y'all point, instead of taking accountability like, oh, I'm a bitch ass nigga, so I don't know if I'm up to the task. Instead of that, no, let's tear down the black women. Fuck the black women, this and that. Like, y'all, I can't stand y'all niggas. I can't stand y'all for real. And the thing is, y'all manosphere niggas is so confusing to me. Y'all are transphobic. Y'all are homophobic. Y'all believe in a heteronormative society. Y'all believe that man and woman are meant to be together, and that's how it's supposed to be. No exceptions, right? Y'all like to talk about the male loneliness purpose. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. At this point, if you a lonely ass nigga, if you having issues getting a woman, I don't want to hear about that shit no more. Male loneliness epidemic, and men are committing suicide, and many aren't able to find women, and this and that. You know why? Because y'all niggas act like this. Y'all niggas act like this. Y'all niggas don't know how to treat women. And period. I don't care, like, because a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna be disrespectful to black women, but I'm gonna treat other women right. No, if you're a black man from the black community and you can't treat black women right, you can't treat no women right. I don't believe that you suddenly turn your misogyny off when it comes to other race of women. Will you be more respectful? Yes, but I don't think you know how to treat women. I don't. Despite black, white, whatever like that, a woman is still a woman. If you can't treat one type of woman correctly, I doubt you could treat any other woman correctly. But guess what? Black women deal with so much that they have less time for your bullshit. They have less on their plate to deal with your bullshit. I can't say the same for the Spanish woman. Yes, they deal with their own oppression. White women deal with their own oppression. Asian women deal with their own oppression. But do they have to deal with the same shit that a black woman has to deal with? No, they do not. So they're a little bit more open to deal with your tomfoolery, your fuckery, your bullshittery. You know what I'm saying? They have more time to deal with that shit. They have more openness to accept you for who you are because they don't have to deal with the healthcare system that's against them, the job system that's against them, their own men that's against them, sometimes other women that's against them. Some of the highest sexual harassment cases are levied by black women. They get sexually harassed almost more than anybody. I know black women in my life personally that have a fear of going to the grocery store, have a fear of going to the gas station because they might be harassed by a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? They getting shit on in rap music. They getting shit on by politicians. They getting shit on by the system. They getting shit on by some of the people that's supposed to love them, by some of their family. They getting told that you're not enough, you're never enough. They're trying to become independent and not have to depend on a man, and they get shit on for that. When the woman is dependent on a man, she's a gold digger. When she's too independent, all of a sudden she's too masculine and she's intimidating and she's cocky and her standards are too high. Like, y'all put so much on these women, but then y'all feel like y'all can go up to them and call them a bitch, and y'all can do this, and y'all can disrespect them, and y'all can talk to them crazy, and then when they give you that same energy, when they match your energy, they loud, they aggressive, they mean, they stupid, they ghetto. Fuck out of here. Like I said, if you can't handle a black woman, you can't handle no woman, because the black woman is the mother of all women. At the end of the day, the black woman is the mother of all women. Africa is the motherland. The oldest known human fossil exists in Africa. We all come from Africa. The black woman is the queen. So if you can't treat the queen, if you can't treat the pinnacle, the mother of all, if you can't treat them properly, what makes you think you could treat the Spanish women properly, the white women properly, the Asian women properly, the Native American women properly, the Hawaiian women properly, the Islander Samoan women properly? What makes you think you can? They may accept your bullshit a little bit more. They skin may be a little bit thicker to handle your bullshit more. They may not understand the cultural nuances of some of the things you say and some of the things you do, so you can get some fuck shit off. But that don't mean that you can treat them any better. I don't believe it. My point right here is your inability to treat black women right is not the fault of black women. That is a character issue. That is the issue with your character. You've shown that if somebody or something, or specifically a woman, says something, does something, behaves in a way that you do not like, you are willing to go to the extremes to tear them down. That doesn't just stop at black women. It doesn't. If a Spanish woman says something that you don't like, does something you don't like, you're liable to shit on her too. If a white woman says something or does something that you don't like, you're liable to shit on her too. You understand what I'm saying? You've shown the inability to have self-control, to have a form of understanding. Your skin is too thin. It's not a black woman problem. It's not a woman problem. It's your inability to take accountability, your inability to take criticism, specifically from a woman, because you as a misogynist, you instinctively think they're lesser than you. You understand what I'm saying? And then especially when it comes to black women and how y'all minds work, y'all instinctively think they're less than you. So if they have the courage to call you out, hold you accountable, or raise their voices at you, you take that personally. You hold a grudge. That's a you thing. So it doesn't just stop at black women. That's why I'm saying you just don't automatically learn how to treat women better just because you stop messing with a black woman. No, it's a you problem. It's not a black woman problem. It's not a woman problem. It's a you problem. I could be wrong, but I don't believe it. And the thing is, what confuses me about y'all is y'all, like I said, y'all believe in heteronormative society, that men and women are meant to be together. Y'all hide behind being pickup artists. Y'all hide behind being financial gurus. Y'all hide behind being fitness gurus. Y'all hide behind all this shit in the manosphere and then hate women at the same time. You believe in man and woman should be together. Man and woman supposed to be married. Women are made to procreate, which even all that is fucking bullshit. Y'all believe in these things, but at the same time hate women. And it all ties to the autonomy, right? It always ties to autonomy. That is the thing that they hate the most. When we're talking about pro-choice, pro-life, it's the autonomy of women being able to choose what they want to do that y'all hate. When it comes to the fact that a woman can have her own business, her own money, her own car, her own house, her own life goals, that has nothing to do with you. That autonomy, that independence of a woman, specifically a black woman, because black women, obviously, they were enslaved. Their freedom has existed a lot less longer than a lot of other women's freedoms. You understand what I'm saying? That autonomy is intimidating to y'all. Women now have because back in the day, you talking about the 50s, the 60s, the 40s, whatever like that, the women kind of needed men. You understand what I'm saying? To have access to finances, to have access to certain things like that. They needed men. Now since 78, 79, women have their own money. Now they don't need y'all. Now they have the option to tell you, no, get your bitch ass on. No, leave me the fuck alone. No, you weird. And y'all are so scared of rejection, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have been rejected by black women, or have been called out on your bullshit by black women. And y'all have dealt with the autonomy of black women, being able to tell you, get your weird ass away from me. Get your bitch ass away from me. Get your whole ass away from me. And that shit hurt your soul, hurt your ego, hurt your pride. Now you bitter. Now you take that out on every black woman. Now y'all are overly pro men because y'all want to get back at the women that hurt you. Hurt people. These women were hurt before they even knew you. Their hurt has nothing to do with you, but your hurt has everything to do with them. Their hurt has to do with this system. Their hurt has to do with white supremacy, patriarchy. Their hurt has to do with all the responsibilities that's leveled to them at young ages. How they mature faster. How they have so much put on them. How they have to protect themselves more than necessary because we failed to do our fucking job as men. That's where their hurt comes from. And Lord knows what things they've had to deal with at the hands of men as young girls. Their hurt comes from that. Their hurt has nothing to do with you, but your hurt has everything to do with them. It's pathetic. It really is. And this is why, as I'm getting older, 26, 27 years old, I get it now. When they say niggas ain't shit, when they say men ain't shit, when they say we'll take the bear over a man, I get it now. I get it. I don't take offense to it. You know why? Because they're not talking about me. Those statements come from hurt. Those statements come from pain. Those statements come from experience. So when they say niggas ain't shit, when they say men ain't shit, they know they're not talking about all men. They know that there are good men out there, and they can't wait to meet a good man out there. But there are men that ain't shit. And y'all are them niggas that they talking about. Y'all are the ones that they talking about. Y'all ain't shit. And y'all prove it every day. Y'all prove it with every meme, with every joke, with every podcast, hot take. That shit ain't hot takes. Y'all just spewing regular American bullshit. Them takes is cold as hell. You know what's a hot take? Black women are beautiful. Black women deserve the world. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. All this shitting on black women thing, y'all just following into white supremacy. Y'all just around. That's not a hot take. Y'all niggas soft as hell. Y'all niggas dumb as hell. Y'all don't have hot takes. Y'all brains don't work enough for y'all to have hot takes. Y'all just gonna spew regular bullshit. But anyways, that's it for me, man. Shout out to black women, man. Shout out to Meg-Klay Stallion, Doechii, SZA, Sexy Red, all black women, Cardi B, even though she's, Afro-Latina. Shout out to y'all, man. Fuck these niggas. I'm always on the side with black women. Always. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with y'all niggas. I don't. Well, every time I come on this podcast, come on this A9 cast, and I'm usually talking about y'all niggas. Because it's always y'all niggas saying some bullshit, doing some bullshit, pushing some bullshit, promoting some bullshit, rewrite history, making narratives, making conspiracy theories. Shut y'all bitch asses up. Shut y'all bitch asses up. Or we can squabble. Or we can fight. I like my chances with y'all bitch asses. I really do. But that's it for me. I'm all for love. I'm all for peace. I'm all for that shit like that. But at the same time, we gotta fight back. Love and peace is cool when it's amongst people that want love and peace with you. Want love and peace with your people. But if you don't want love and peace with black women, you don't want love and peace with me. If you don't want love and peace for black people, you don't want love and peace for me. So if it's fuck me, then it's fuck you. On God. That's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet.